Hello. Thank you very much for being here, everyone. I am Sona Shah. I'm CEO of Neopenda, a global health startup that's passionate about creating innovative technologies to reduce newborn mortality in developing countries. When I was in Uganda last month, there were 80 babies and only 3 nurses in this critically ill special care baby unit. A new baby was admitted, and her name was Josephine. She was admitted with severe birth asphyxia and hypothermia. But there wasn't anywhere to put her, so they left her on a plastic chair. It took an entire hour for a nurse to even observe her. Unfortunately, Josephine's story is not unusual because 46 million newborns need care from complications that happen at or around birth. Of those, 3 million newborns are dying every year. And the WHO estimates that 80% of newborn deaths are actually preventable with timely recognition of distress and appropriate treatment. But the problem is that there isn't an easy way to identify when these newborns like Josephine are in distress, because nurses have to currently manually measure vital signs, which is a very time-consuming and laborious process. We've come up with a way to change that. We've developed a wearable vital signs monitor that measures 4 crucial vital signs, all integrated into a baby hat. The vital signs from multiple newborns wirelessly communicate with a tablet, so a nurse can look at the health status of all of the babies in the room just from one screen. IoT is a really growing field here in the US, and we're really excited to be able to apply the benefits and leverage those benefits to technologies for developing countries. We estimate that over 2.5 million devices are needed in developing countries around the world, which will improve quality of care for over 136 million patients. There are a few other companies that are looking at vital signs monitor for developing countries, but none of them continuously measure all 4 of the crucial vitals that we do, and none of them are working in healthcare facilities regardless of the healthcare infrastructure. We'll start by selling our device to wholesale distributors of medical equipment and to aid agencies in packages of 4 to 20 hats. We also have the ability to collect an enormous amount of data that's highly sought by organizations like the WHO or World Bank. We're led by a really strong team that has experience in medical devices and in technology. I'm CEO, and I have experience working both in developing countries and in the healthcare industry, and Teresa's leading our technology efforts. Our advisory board and several key partners have expertise in IoT, medical devices, global health, and international development. And with this team, we've been able to accomplish a lot since our formation in January of 2015. We've been to Uganda twice to assess the needs on the ground and get user feedback. We've participated in an accelerator program, we've raised $500K in funding, and we finalized our prototypes for our immediate next steps of pilot studies. We invite you to join us in the fight to reduce newborn mortality. Thank you.
Having worked with a number of emerging technology companies that are focused on transitional or emerging markets, one of the biggest problems is usually access to budget rather than access to technology. So how do you think about the price point at which you're selling and the ability of your customers to pay?
That's a really great question, and we've been to Uganda twice to assess just that and understand what the willingness to pay is. We've spoken with officials at the Ministry of Health. We understand who the influencers are as well as the decision makers, and we feel that we have a price point that is actually applicable for a low resource setting.
What's the price point?
So for a package of 20 hats and 1 tablet, we're looking at $1,500, and just for comparison, a single vital signs monitor in the US costs $2,500, and we can outfit an entire newborn unit there for less than that.
Tell me a little bit about your prototypes and what you learned from the early product designs you had and how you integrated that into the final design.
Certainly. So our initial prototypes, we were using breadboards and Arduino boards, and we took over some of those prototypes to Uganda to just kind of understand, get some user feedback, and some of the things that we found were actually based on our user interface and our alerting mechanisms. So based on our user feedback, we initially were hoping to send alerts via SMS. Everyone has a cell phone, even if it's not a smartphone. Everyone over there has a cell phone, sorry. But the nurses actually don't carry them with them all the time, so they didn't think that was an effective means of alerting. So we changed that in our current model to have different alerts. So there's 2 on the user interface and then 1 on the device itself.
Tell me a little bit about the devices. Is there any maintenance required, and how long do the devices last typically?
We're expecting a lifetime of about 2 years. We're still testing that to evaluate it and make sure, but that's what we're aiming for. And maintenance will be provided on the device. We believe in creating a comprehensive solution, so not just giving a device to the hospitals that need it, but providing maintenance, training, educational support for the nurses, clinicians, as well as parents who are caring for their babies.
So I appreciate the fact that you attempted what looks like it was a bottoms-up kind of market sizing analysis. I'd be curious to just hear some of the assumptions behind the 2.6 million estimated need that you mentioned.
Certainly. So as I'm sure you can imagine, it's very difficult to estimate a market for an undefined region. So what we've done is we've estimated the total number of healthcare facilities that are in developing countries, and we've assumed that each healthcare facility needs about 15 devices. From that, we've estimated how many devices are needed, both for a newborn market and the pediatric market. What's interesting about our product also is that we have the ability to adapt our solution to many different patient populations. Everyone in a hospital setting needs a vital signs monitor, and they don't have any, so we can easily adapt the technology for them.
Sona, fantastic. Thanks so much.